Okay, so I saw this Argentina announcement come out on the day, but I didn't want to dive into it straight away without doing some research and finding out exactly what's happening, all the pieces of the puzzle before telling you guys and creating a video about it. So we are delighted to announce a new partnership in Argentina, and this is between Governor Rodrigo Gregorio and Cardano's Rafael Fraga. Now, they've come to an agreement here to explore opportunities within the blockchain space and use it within the government space there. So, I read that and I thought, great, absolutely fantastic, sounds really good, but what does it actually mean? And I think a lot of people had that same question as well. I did a little bit of digging, found some comments here and there, but I thought I'll check the other side of the story as well. There's always two sides to the story, so I checked what the governor was saying, and this is what he brought up on his LinkedIn profile. My commitment as governor is to modernize management and leave processes that last over time. Perfect use for blockchain. That is why I'm pleased to announce that we have entered into a framework cooperation agreement that will allow us to advance the adoption of solutions for digital identities and make access to knowledge of these technologies easier. Cool, digital identities, that's where we're going. This framework agreement provides the successive specific agreements to promote concrete opportunities for individuals and collective development in Entre Rios. In that build, the partnerships with the Cardano Foundation is of institutional and strategic relevance. Okay, so Entre Rios, if we have a look at this province here in Argentina, it's on the northeast side, closer to Brazil. It's a fairly small province. It's not overly huge. I guess this is a very first initial stepping stone to experiment and see how this partnership may work and what technology the Cardano Foundation can bring to the table in terms of digital identities. Now, the population is approximately 1.3, so it's not tiny, probably big enough to work with and see where we can go from there. Now, Argentina has all sorts of strife with hyperinflation. Their currency is all over the place, and I know a lot of people in the blockchain space, especially in Cardano, are very passionate about it there in Argentina. So I think this is a perfect pairing and the perfect economic environment in Argentina to adopt more blockchain technology. Now, if we have a look at the digital identity solutions from the Cardano Foundation, this is pretty cool. I brought this up a little while back when exploring it, and it was first announced by the Cardano Foundation, but let me just pull it up on screen here for you. So this is their solution here. This video, I'll put a link down to it below so you can have a little bit more of an explore and understand what they're offering. But this digital identity solution all uses the blockchain and is created by, and this particular wallet, I should say, it was created by the Cardano Foundation to make it a little bit easier for anyone to get started and build their digital identity solution. Now, I should clarify that a little bit further. On the website, it specifically says decentralized ID. Now, a lot of people, anytime I mention digital identities and sovereign identities, people immediately think tracking. We all went through that 2019, 2020 experience where we had to have a digital ID on our phone, and anywhere we go, we had to sign in and get ourselves tracked. Now, this is really different because it's a decentralized ID, and the venues that we're entering, the government agencies that we're passing our data onto, we're not passing the data itself. And that's the key thing with decentralized identities, digital identities. We're just proving that we are who we are. So it's a really interesting thing that you have to wrap your head around. We're not passing our identities onto these particular agencies. We're just authorizing the validation of it by using a decentralized ID. So something you need to keep in mind, this is absolutely awesome tech and a perfect use case for blockchain. So I'm absolutely ecstatic that an Argentinian government agency is looking into this and using Cardano for it. So we're going to see a little bit more around this. Obviously, this is a big announcement, but it may not have much of an impact at this point in time. We did see the price of ADA spike up from the news around this, but it's pretty much leveled back down since. And I like to keep a level head around these things and not ape in on all these news and whatever, and lose out on various trades. So keep that in mind. This is very reminiscent of the days when IOG were moving into Ethiopia and working with the Ministry of Education to onboard all of those students with digital identities using Atala Prism. Haven't heard too much around that lately. I do know Ethiopia has been going through a civil war, and that kind of slows things down, especially when you're trying to work with the government and they're not sure if they're going to be in power for much longer. So little hiccups, roadblocks along the way there, but I know they're still moving forward with that particular plan, and hopefully we'll hear more about the Ethiopian Atala Prism side of things and digital identities there. But overall, I think this is a brilliant and bullish news overall for the Cardano ecosystem. Now we've had a few days, maybe a week or so, I think almost a week, to digest this news, and people and the markets has settled. Let me know what you guys think. We know a lot more now. We know exactly what's going on here. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of this particular deal with the Cardano Foundation and how do you say this? Entre Rios in Argentina. Leave a comment down below. Hit that like, hit subscribe, notification bell. I'll see you in the next video.